You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, no, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade you, then upgraded the world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, wasn't instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like it. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, no, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 101 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2 on 2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, no, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Round of applause and you go, that's it. Damn, that's a bomb with a flick on my wrist. Jersey on my chest, that's a team that I rep. Came in as a rookie, now I'm ballin' like a vet. If you talking crazy, better say it with your chest. Hit him with the right, then I hit him with the left. Ooh, ooh, then the juke move. Heisman, stiff arm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic. This is not a game, this is not a game. Banging on your chest when I come through the paint.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Cincinnati. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. As they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Mixon. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
11.
From the 41, Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. A throw for Burrow, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's got to hook up with Diggs. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Singletary will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Singletary again, trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Inside handoff to Mixon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Burrow will throw. This goes out wide for Mixon. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Mixon up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here we go. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into it because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here we go. Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun to give to Mixon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here's Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. Joe Mixon. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
And I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just have their time.
Stephon Diggs! And they work this well upfield across the 45. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, here's a run by Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. Third down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to a first down.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. They were was nearly intercepted. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield.
11. Stop.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Burrows throws it in here by Chase. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Burrow going for it on 4th. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here just past the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw, it's Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen to throw once more. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Allen now on 1st down. Pass delivered successfully to Knox on the out route. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Throwing now is Allen. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Allen will try again on second down. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This to Hines on the drop-off. Touchdown, Bills! Nyheim Hines in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on third.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Going to go on 4th down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. 18 of them. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Touchdown. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Hey, we gotta go score. Let's go.
A handoff to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Mixon. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From midfield now, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. He will have the conversion and more than that. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can...
Touchdown, Bengals! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single play. 3/4 of the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's McPherson now to send it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Singletary again, and this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And complete right side to Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Well, he's not going to get there. That wouldn't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up.
And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone. Do you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there. It was like a video game call.
So they go with the pass there on the two-point try, and they will go to Charles.
And a good job on the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Throwing is Allen. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Bengals have just about sewn up this football game.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts and run out the clock, life would be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Here's a give to Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum.
Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner, although in that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Yeah. Sound like some superheroes. Some black superheroes. Oh, yeah. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
You need a hero like me. Military mind stated, and I keep a degree. You can label me a Huey P. Made a martyr out of Martin, out of Malcolm, out of Mega. I refuse to let these dirty devils make Michael a beggar. A hero CEO, I will go Magneto for my people. Give me liberty or death, that is my credo, not my ego. Dressed in a tuxedo, into party, alter ego. Killed your leader in gazebo, did it for the people. Love what motivated, I did not do it for hatred. But I truly hate the devil, I cannot debate or fake it. I was asked a question and the asker thought it hard. If I was facing death and I could ask one thing of God, I would ask for every to be free here and abroad. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God. And to be rightfully celebrated as a child of God.
Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Our own kind took nip from us. Money still reading God we trust. Truthfully we envy, so why we so envious? And why our own kind envy us? Pac said it's hard, but we gotta keep our head up. Keep going even though we know we fed up. It's hell attention, cause we ain't careful where we all pay attention. I need all my real soldiers on the front line, fighting for the right just one time. So unstoppable together at the same time, with the same mind. Yeah, we're born to be high and always above what's beneath us. So every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero. Every block, every hood, every city, every ghetto. Need a black superhero.
I'm talking bulletproof kind of suit, reflect the struggle that they put us through, with the strength to fight the power like Chuck D do, with the insight to be equal. No disguise needed, a voice that finds reason to multiply people in the streets for the cause. Marching on Washington, might as well be walking through walls. Type of superhero show up when ain't no one to call. That'll shield you from them shields that been killing us all. High beams for eyes to peek the villains in the dark. Power.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Cousins. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes. Stack.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. I think a lot of time when you see a sack, you say, well, you blame it on the offensive line, the quarterback, but here, maybe you just tip your hat to the defender. What a play.
Yeah, and I think sometimes they just get a sense of the play before the ball's even snapped. Kind of like a sprinter anticipating the gun in a race. They're off, and guess what? The quarterback's down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't fit in.
That's exactly what defense is talking about. You got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage, Cousins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Taken in at the 22. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. First down, Prescott. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
Cousins now. He'll buy some time right. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. On play action, Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 40-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll try again with Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And got it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Running with Elliott. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line.
Well,
Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. The Vikings have come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They run it again with Cook. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake, Cousins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to take over once again. CD, when he was a throw, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the 1st down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. Cousins now from the 50. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
It appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Back to the ground, Cook. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And he's able to break out a run tackle, but then quickly brought down. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now Cousins. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Still searching for that first breakthrough, and I thought this might be it. But it's not to be, and we're still scoreless.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. And Prescott, his third interception. Harrison Smith, and the Vikings are going to take over once again with a 20-yard line. If you're a leader of offense, this is not a good half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
To throw again on second down. Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Cook. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Tackle back at the 33-yard line.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, but maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it. or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
From the 44, Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Slot man moves right. And again, it's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Cowboys.
The slot man in motion right. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd and a couple. Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. So it was a drawing that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Prescott on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much of that offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll run it with Elliott, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped out in the line. Ezekiel Elliott will punch it in. And the Vikings, they come up big down here to the line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Cook again. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
Cousins from the gun on third. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that part there. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's Cousins on the sneak. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
If they're able to come back to tie or win this game, I think this is a play that we're going to look back on as the game changer. They really changed the tone of what the opposition wanted to do when they're trying to run some time off the clock and add to its lead late in this contest.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of this caliber picked out 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And my goodness, another interception. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon. Charles, 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Barr. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career. But when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. To the air again, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Peyton Hendershot from a yard out. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Vikings nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
Kene Nwangwu on the return. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. Completes this to Jefferson. He's up to the 20. And he's got room. And mark him down way up close to the 30 at the 39. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Again, it's Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 26. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra. Yeah, and you have to hit the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance. Joseph connects on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory. And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around. Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
told my boys, it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running streets, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it over. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just ripped the jersey. It's the first half, and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them, boy, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I tell her my vision. You young and she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor will cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
They screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking thanks, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them down. I'm in LA, riding around in the round. My dog just called, say he finna touch down. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. No. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now. Two turned up, turned down right now. Two dope make better get around right now.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them, just like my keys, drop my on the dental work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in it. My Siamese brother Benjamin, that's how I stick to him. These diamond bees, all VBs, I call them Vivica. Skating underneath the bridge, stay hustling as it is. Make money, feed the kids, ain't nothing in the fridge. Wake up, repeat the sins, I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat a.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gon' give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, I write my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes. You can go ask Jennifer. That's my mom's name. I create and find change. My mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Now salute the general. TGLX got plans. Yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If we coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't trying to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust him cause he not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures, just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Yeah. So that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the club for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
Bars, I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making a million of verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I settle for I just ain't ready to widow's peak. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. You ready? And you still couldn't do this. Gangsta Brazil.
It's alright, man. Cool. I been going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on phonics. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going, Donkey Kong. They got the hand out, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh, no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong, like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real no.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the New York Giants. Time Panther Graham Gano has us set for his start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium from the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the jump.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Geno. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Geno. Going right back to Fant. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some space here. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 32 yards. And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Now Smith. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Play action. It's Smith. His throw incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Smith. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. Walker now on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd and 5 now. Smith. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Geno now to throw. This complete to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. The 40. The 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Because they had the field goal in their back pocket.
They certainly did, and you're right. At least a 10-point swing, maybe more.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Smith. He hits his target, Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down with Dallas. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Smith. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Barkley, inside handoff. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's got some space here. Past the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 115 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Gano now to add the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Here's a give to Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. They'll run with Barkley. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Okay, ready.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Here we go, here we go. Happy Ranger.
Now Geno on 1st down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
On 1st down, Smith. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Smith on 3rd down. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Jason Myers can kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now Jones. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Fielded just inside the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing, Jones. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play, that little bit of hesitancy. It works really well for offensive guys.
Get over the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Now this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Again, it's Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Hands it off out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Room here to run. And he's taken down inside the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. And a short gain here, down to the 22.
He was taken down to the 22-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And now here's another interception. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Jones into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, whatever adjustments they're trying to make over on that sideline, Charles, this defense, they just seem to be a step in front of them and not giving them a chance to implement any of those changes. And here, a pick six, and they widen the lead.
At least a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps. But right now, they're thinking hard about putting this opponent away. That turnover, it grew their lead and just totally deflated that offense. Now these next couple of series, you can take them out of the game entirely if you continue on this pace.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw, Smith.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Smith. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Barkley. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants!
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Make it up in the next possession.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Trap 50.
Here's Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tay Crowder. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to goal.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Jones now on 3rd down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Geno. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Let's go now.
Now Geno. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help from this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now Smith. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Gano the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and then try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Smith throwing again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Geno now to throw. It's complete to Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And now here's another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it, and the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.